Hello ladies and gentlemen, and check out my new ride. I'm gonna put a deck on here, probably deck down here, so I'll have an upper deck and a lower deck, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm gonna just probably foam the seats and everything, probably foam the whole bottom, because I don't want to make a bunch of noise. You know how it is. I've done some work on my boat today. Put in a wireless winch. I put these on today. Put the fire extinguisher in, bilge pump. This other one over here, and it comes perfectly to the side there. Yeah, I moved the bunk boards in a little bit and straightened them all up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm out here on my new boat, and this is my very first fish on my new boat. Mr. Slot Red. Look at him over here, people. Ain't it a beautiful sight? I'm out here with my dad. There you go. On that Slayer Inc. Bloody Mary. What a beauty. Awesome. All right, well, we're gonna keep fishing. Here's step one of the new deck. The deck's going to come all the way to here, the back of this seat. And this is some 1x1, or 1.5 by 1.5, I should say. It's supposed to be 2x2, but you know how that goes. So yeah, this is going to be it's going to be flush with the surface up here. Here's the next update. We pretty much got the whole front deck framed. We got the top pieces cut. This is basically how it's going to look, except it's going to have the EVA foam on it. But it's all flush to the surface. This is 3/4 inch plywood, but it's the really super light 3/4 inch plywood. It's only about 100 pounds a sheet. So yeah, this is going to be the cabinets here for storage. This is going to run out in here, and then that's going to be angled to match the wall. This is all going to have a deck on the bottom down here. We're getting ready to start making the parts that are going to come right around here, and then it's just going to be screw it all down and put the EVA foam on. But that is a massive casting deck for a 14-foot John boat. Literally half of it's casting deck. So I got the whole inside all done up. Of course, I got to still put my trim on there so it looks nice. I tried to get all my joints as tight as I could, but I'm literally using a skill saw and a jigsaw, so I can't get down to the 32nd precise, but I got down to about the 1/8 of an inch precise. But there it is, people. That's a big old casting deck. I just got finished running it. You can stand all across here, super solid. Pretty stable. I mean, I feel like I need to get my sea legs so I can really get used to, you know, the rock back and forth or whatever, but I like it. I'm cutting my hatches out. That's what's going on here. So yeah, I'm using a router. That way, hopefully this can be the lid, and I don't have to make like a new lid for my hatch. It's just gonna have a 1/4 inch cut all the way around. And I'm using this square. If you look real close, you can see I've got it screwed down, but this is my guide for my router. Yeah, so this is gonna be my big hatch in the middle, small hatch. I just finished routing out the last hatch, the big hatch. So this is my two smaller hatches here. So I have to reinforce it. This one right here is basically already loose. As you can tell, I had a little bit of a hiccup here with the router, but it's okay. I'll just fill it up with wood filler, and this whole thing is going to get foam on it anyway, so nobody will ever see that except for whoever sees this video. Don't tell anybody. Yeah, I sanded it all. It's all good and sanded. I got it glassed now. All the parts where the EVA foam is going to stick has been glassed with fiberglass resin. I got the jack plate coming in on Tuesday, which is going to give me 4 inches setback, 5 inches up and down. It's hydraulic, so it'll all be at the push of a button. This is going to get a hatch after the jack plate goes on. Trolling motor is probably going to get lost. I still have to put my float pods on. I just put an hour gauge on my deal. So my son helped me today. We got all this carpet in. We got the floor foam in. We got a little bit of the deck foam in. The rest of it probably going to do tomorrow. But yeah, I got my hatches. Those are all ready to go. I've drilled the holes. You can see I've drilled the holes for my jack plate. And my jack plate is here. It is a T&H Marine hydraulic jack plate. I've got all my wires for it ready to get put in their little spot, but my switches and everything are already ran in here. And I don't know if you can see in there to see all my wires, but that's where all my wires are going to end up. That's for my depth finder, all that stuff. It's all wired up now. I just got to hook it up. And then I've got this one all hooked up, ready to go. I got my float pods on, my jack plate. I just ended up riveting my float pods on, and I've got to wait 7 days for that 5200 to cure up, but it is solid as a rock right now. Jack plate is installed and all wired up. I got my switch panel over here installed and all wired up. I've got my front deck foam on. I ran out of foam here, so I've got to get more foam. But I've got my bow light on. My jack plate does work. So you see my switch right here. So we got. And it's running a little bit slow right now because I've just got it running off this deer feeder battery right here. It's not running off of like a real full amp battery. But yeah, I need to install my depth finder here, cup holder. When I get the rest of the foam in, I'll do that, and then we'll be good to go. I got the adapter plate finished. Well, not finished, but it's like it's going to be before I wrap it with aluminum. But yeah, look, I've got, I'd say, a 1/2 inch below on my cavitation plate, and that's with it all the way down. With the jack plate all the way up, this is where I'm sitting at my water line. I've got the motor on, jack plate adapter is finished. I just basically put a bunch of aluminum over 2 pieces of 3/4 inch plywood that are glued together. Works perfect. It's got a 3-inch lift on it, which pretty much put me right where I needed to go on the bottom. I need to finish my wiring job over here. Waiting on my deck foam to come in from Amazon. If anybody's got any contacts at Amazon, you can call them and be like, hey, hurry it up. But yeah, got my nav light wired up. I still need to put I'm gonna put the other nav light on top of the motor. The motor is jacked up all the way right now. You can see this is about where it will be running. Like here's level with the float pods, and then we got 10 seconds. It takes 8 seconds for it to drop, and it's squeaking. That's it right there. I'm out here doing a little test on my boat. We are in some super skinny water, and it is literally not touching the bottom, not stirring any mud up, anything. I mean, look how close we are to the shoreline right here. I could probably go run in the grass up there and still wouldn't cut grass. This thing is, I don't know what it's floating, but it's probably less than 6 inches of water. Got the jack plate all the way up. So look, here's the shoreline, and you can see we're not touching mud down there at all. No mud being kicked. My buddy Matt's up here on the bow. But look, we're literally like right on the shoreline. Check it out. We're not pushing any mud. It is super skinny. Jack plate's all the way up. Boat's running good. Now we just need to find some redfish. We've caught some trout so far, but the redfish have been elusive. But look at this, people. Look how ridiculously crazy this is. Look, no mud, no mud. Clear water behind us. And I'm literally like about to run into the bank, and it still just won't push any mud. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. My biggest redfish of 2021 right here. My first redfish off my casting deck. My last ones I caught back here on that seat. Alright, buddy. Oh yeah, that's a beauty. Getting all muddy on his face. Good little butt dive. Alright, come on in here. Nice. What a beauty. He is grunting at me. Let's put him on the board. .3/4 inches, right on the money. So not my biggest redfish on the new boat. Oh crap! Sorry about that fish. Not my biggest. He was a good fighter, but same thing. Hook just fell out of his mouth. All right, guy. Your time has arrived. What up, you people? You ready to go? You don't need no talking into it. Check him out right there. That's how shallow the water is, people. I just finished doing all the trim work, which is this aluminum. It's going all around the whole top of the deck and around this hatch. You can see I did it's not aluminum welding, it's aluminum brazing, but I brazed all these joints together. And I really like the way it turned out. You know, I still got to wait for my foam to come in before I permanently attach it. You know, it's just laid in here right now, but my foam finally came in about 4 p.m. today. So I got foam under my depth finder, over my hatches, everything's covered. So also put foam on my seat. So now I just got to make this little back deck right here and the polling platform, and I'll be all set. So yeah, I got it all hooked up for tomorrow, ready to go. See how I've ran my wires. I got these nice connectors. Well, they're nice and tight too, but that's how I hook up my winch. I'm gonna make a tilt trailer out of this thing at some point. I got all my aluminum trim in. It's been raining, so that's what all these water droplets are about. But yeah, you can't even see that little weld. I painted my aluminum colored with aluminum Rust-Oleum. So yeah, everything is working great. But check this out, people. Look at all this swag I got from Railblazer. So yeah, I got 6 of the star ports, 3 of the cleat star mounts. I got the G hold. This is for the push pole. Pops on there. And this is a camera mount for a GoPro. This is just like the whole swivel adapter mount. This is the long boom for the camera with GoPro. This right here is the swag bag. It's just a bag to hold all the stuff and everything, you know. But check this out, a couple of rod holders. I've already got this on my kayak. I've had one of these for a long time. The beauty of it is it does the fly rods and it does conventional rods. So you flip this down for fly rods, flip that up, and it does spinning rods and bait casters. Pretty great stuff. And then over here I got the nav light. This is the nav pack. Portable LED navigation light kit. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about all this stuff. Can't wait to, I gotta figure out where on the boat. I know I'm gonna put the camera mounts on one side or the other. I'm gonna have rod holders here and there. But yeah, so the fun continues. I have got my Railblazer swag on here. This is my push pole holder on a anchor cleat. Got the other anchor cleat there. Rod holder, camera mount. I just put this in. I got that from Academy. I 3D printed these. This is a fishing scissors, knife, lures holder, and it's also got a cavity in there for all my used plastics, because you don't throw that stuff in the bay, throw it in the trash when you're done with it, people. And moving forward to the front of the boat, I installed, so did I tell you about my deep cycle battery? Yeah, so I got that wired up to a trolling motor. Oh yeah, got a casting platform on the front, also doubles as an ice chest. But yeah, I put the foam on top of that. I made a transom for my bow mounted trolling motor, and I put a quick connect in here, so you can really just slap that together, and then you got fire in the wire. I'm going to slide the boat forward on the trailer. Like, I'm gonna move this up to about here, and I'm gonna have the boat slid up forward, because there's literally like 10 or 15 pounds of tongue weight here, and I feel like I'd feel better if it was more like 50 pounds of tongue weight. So that's the update. Stay tuned for the next one, people. Thanks for watching.